Well, what we have here is a fairly rare Mamod SE2 from 1946, I think, or 1947. The reason I can date this so accurately is that these were only made for a couple of years. And they are just absolutely lovely. It's got the hot stamped brass engine mount here. It has a geared countershaft, which is very, very nice. Disc flywheel. This is all original. I'm fairly certain this is absolutely, totally original on this one. And not only that, this one is actually complete. It's even got the correct burner, original Mamod one. It's in a bit of a state. I mean, it needs a good clean up, firebox repaint, base repaint. The engine frame and camshaft mount are in excellent condition. The paint on those is very good. So no, this is a lovely Mamod and a very good example of this particular type. Yeah, so I shall be looking forward to getting this running. This is going to purr. But as I say, it needs a little bit of work before we get to that stage. But yes, a very nice example of a 1946-47 Mamod SE2. Okay, well, I have a little bit of an embarrassing admission with regards to this engine. And that is, I completely forgot I actually had it. I was putting up some more shelves in the room where I store all my model steam engines, and after putting the shelves up I was moving stuff around and I saw this on one of the shelves and I thought, I don't remember having that, I don't remember purchasing that. So I got it down and moved it to the front of the restoration queue. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, when it comes to model steam engines, I generally shoot the video in 3 sections. As soon as the thing arrives, as soon as I unbox it, I'll do the first part of the video so you can see what the engine looked like when I first received it, and then I'll do sometimes I'll show the process of restoration, but I've done that on a couple of occasions and it's pretty much the same process that's involved for all of them. And then I'll shoot a clip like this one where I've just finished restoring it, and then we'll do the final clip, which is hopefully getting the thing steamed. So yeah, I'd completely forgotten I had this, and it's an absolutely gorgeous an example of a 1946 Mamod SE2 with the countershaft. It was in very good condition, complete with the burner, which is really nice. You know, quite often the burners are missing on these. As always, you need to make a decision about how much of it you're going to actually restore. Now, the base plate, firebox and burner were in pretty poor condition, and the transfer decal, which is normally here, with the Mamod name on, was almost completely gone. So there was nothing there to salvage. So I repainted as you can see, I've repainted the base plate, I've repainted the firebox, and I've repainted the burner. Now the paint on the brass engine frame and shaft support wasn't too bad. I mean, it's a little bit grubby, and I've cleaned it up, but it came up all right. So I decided to not touch that. I just left that as it was. The same with the paint on the disc flywheel here. That's original, because it's not too bad. The rest of it just got a good polish up. I was really difficult decision to make about the boiler band because that was in quite poor shape. But in the end, I've used the original boiler band rather than making a replacement, and I simply flipped it over because the underside was in much better condition than the outside. What else did we have to do? Oh yes, one of the little rubber feet disintegrated when I took it off. So this one in this corner here is actually made out of Delrin. A little bit of Delrin bar there. But I would imagine it's almost indistinguishable in the video between that and the original rubber feet. So yeah, it turned out really nice. I don't think that this is the level plug. I don't think that's original. I think the original Mamod one would have had a little tiny short shaft coming out of it, and would have had a round, would have been round. Whereas this is just a bolt of the correct thread size. So I might see what look to see if I can replace that at some stage. But no, it's in lovely condition, and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. So let's get it steamed. Well, sadly we ran into a problem immediately with the burner. When I was cleaning it up for painting, I failed to realise that there was a tiny pinprick hole at this burner tube here, and it leaks meths out of that end. So we've had to bring into service another burner from one of my other Mamod engines. It's only a 2-wick one, so I'm not sure whether I'm hoping it will be enough to run it. But well, it certainly seems to be doing something. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully it will produce enough pressure. Well, I think we're about ready to go. Yes, there we go, look at that. Obviously the little 2-wick burner does provide plenty of steam pressure. These old Mamods do really run smoothly. I mean, it's really quiet in its operation. In fact, I'll move the mic in so that you can hear the engine rather than me. Very quiet. Lovely smooth runner. Not bad for a 73-year-old engine, is it? Yeah, very pleased with that. It obviously doesn't really need the 3-wick burner because this is obviously providing plenty of, you know, steam pressure. Anyway, there you go. That's a Mamod SE2 from 1946, under steam for the first time since I restored it. I think we're probably running out of meths, actually. Yeah, we're running out of meths. Anyway, there you go. What a lovely engine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video on the Mamod SE2. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.